Congrats, Indiana. That's a good football team. They beat us today. Going into the game, especially in the first half, wanted to put longer drives together, possess the ball, and there was a lot that we were able to execute that besides just being able to flat out match touchdown scores. You know, the first drive took a while, 3 points. They answered with 7, took another one to take the lead back, but then at the end of the half, you know, got away from us a little bit on the 2-minute drive where they punched the thing in and go up 21-10 at halftime. And then in the second half, wanted to be able to, similar, but we got to be able to finish on the offensive end to just be matching scores, and then obviously trying to get a stop didn't take place soon enough. You know, early in the third quarter, a couple deep balls on younger core. Aiden West can be a really good player here, and that kind of thing. But then it got away from us in the fourth, and that's a good football team. Margin for error against good football team is pretty small. You look at the tackling, we got to tackle better. A couple opportunities to have better plays there, and we just did not have it today.
I feel like you showed some progress on offense. I think you only had the ball 7 times, but 3 scores and missed field goal. You didn't come very much. I mean, is that the ball is that progress there?
You know, there's some progress. Again, we felt like our red zone offense has been healthy. The first 6 games, we'd love to score some more touchdowns. I thought Aiden was accurate for the most part. I did think some of the underneath passing game was helpful in that pass rush and all that, but the run game, that's a good defensive front.
Jonathan, is there a point where progress isn't enough and we need to see the results, or have you lost the plot if you think that way?
No, we're always looking to win the game, 100%, and so that hasn't lost our sight of any way. I mean, this is a good football team and all of that, but we want to be able to play winning football and haven't done it the last few weeks.
I'm wondering about the defensive effort today. I mean, they obviously scored 5 touchdowns in the first 5 drives. What was going on with it?
Like, you know, that's good offense, no question. Tackling early on, so I think about the first half, the tackling there, we had opportunities, one-on-one tackles. So they got some athletes. Talk about margin for error, you know, even the alignment, whether you're outside shade to inside shade, those things show up against a really good offense, and it did. And then, you know, the first couple drives in the second half, those are deep balls, one-on-one shots.
What was the difference you saw in Aiden today? He seemed to sort of get his mojo back a little bit, and I'm wondering where that went and then why it was gone and why it was back.
You know, I do. You go back to this competitiveness, preparation. He's got confidence in his teammates. I do think the game plan itself, underneath type throws to help with that kind of confidence efficiency.
How much did he practice this week?
He was limited early on, but then was able to fully go Thursday, Friday.
Were they as explosive offensively as we thought coming in, especially with Mendoza? He looked like he had parts of the game that you could have some pinpoint throws.
He was accurate today. We totally, you know, you just turn on the tape. You can see what they are, and they're explosive, efficient, and the run game to the RPO game, to obviously him as a passer. And so we had no ill-conceived thought that we knew this was a good team. We're going to have to play well. The margin for error, those type of things, we knew it could show up, and it did.
Considering the margin for error and the quality of the opponent, are you happy with the progress and things you showed in this game, or are you still?
No. I mean, you could beat like this. No. Again, just like every time we're going to approach this thing tomorrow, take the scoreboard out of it and watch each individual play. Well, we like some individual plays, 100%. I mean, there's some effort guys tackling back. I think about Q, the huge tackle for loss. So, yeah, will there be some individual efforts we like? Sure.
Not a loss like last week. You come in, you get those 2 scores early. The fight's there early. You're happy to see that, I'm assuming, and then throughout the game late, once things got away, did you feel like that was better than a week ago when things sort of got away?
Yeah. I mean, sure, we got to stop, I think, in fourth down. You look at the fourth quarter, that kind of thing. But again, we're never going to sit here and be jumping up and down after losing by multiple scores.
How did you guys use the extra time with the weather?
Actually, early in the week, they said there was a chance weather's coming through, so we kind of prepared. We had some additional snacks, that type of thing. Treated it as really back-to-back half times, adjustments. I mean, you got the iPads now. That's how we handled it.
Jonathan, you said you appreciate the passion of Michigan State in football and the following and everything, and then you acknowledged the negative side of the passion last week. Do you do anything to protect the players from that, or you know they're just going to hear it, or how do you address that in the course of the week?
Right. We talk about like what, inside our walls are the opinions that matter, or the narratives that matter. I'm not sitting here saying, though, in this day and age, they can't kind of be exposed or hear it, and that's why it comes to some middle discipline in their approach. And I do think this week, just watching them practice, watching them talk to each other, this locker room, sideline, they are still in it together. What are the narrative is on one way or the other.
Is the leak, I didn't see the leak out there late, is that in? Is it bad enough?
Something happened there. I haven't gotten the full report there. Yeah.
I mean, how tough is it when your secondary is basically missing
Yeah.
all those starters?
Yeah, we're missing a few guys. That particular position, I think about the offensive line and things, but I'll tell you, I think a majority of teams in college football, after week, whatever this was, 7, are missing some guys.
Talking about the offensive line, I mean, you got some shuffling around, obviously, there, and you come out with, I think, like 7-minute and an 8-minute drive.
Yeah.
Particularly early. I'm wondering, how much of that was just getting some of those guys soaked to kind of show a little bit more?
Yeah, we've had some shuffling. I thought those guys didn't know the opponent, know the challenge that it was, and they were anxious and excited about the opportunity of battling against them, knowing that they were going to hit you once in a while, and you're going to have some hits, and there's going to be some back and forth. I thought from most night, Aiden, ball coming out quick, but had some good protection on a lot of snaps tonight.
Kicking the field goal late as opposed to throwing it in, is that just about getting Martin?
That was all about Martin. It really was. We gave him the chance, 50-yarder he had missed, to try to get it to a 2-score game with that miss, and so that was the thinking. Some of the elements started coming down. I think it was 4th and 12 to an extent, and so really giving Martin another crack at it.
Does that also play into it that, it's not like you can just throw water on like that to simulate those kinds of.
Yeah, the elements you're talking about? Yeah. So, and we're headed toward the fall, late fall season and weather, and really just to be able for him to be able to answer back after a miss to get another crack at it.
What's it about the run game that hasn't clicked in the past few weeks?
Yeah, we got to get that solved because we do. We want to be more effective with that, and I wish I had a great answer for you right now, right after the game.
When Aiden is able to perform the way he did, considering that, and then when he doesn't have that sort of run game support next to him, does that kind of magnify what he was able to accomplish?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, he had a solid game. I still come back to we scored 13 points, and so at the end of the day, we got to score some more points.
You feel good about the team's ability to get back up one more time with the rivalry week coming up?
100%. Listen to that locker room opportunity in front of us. Yeah, we've taken some body blows the last few weeks out and all of that. 100% confident in this group being galvanized, ready to go next week.
Anything else? Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.